Hello, hi, welcome to a new Reading Nook Sessions. And in this Reading Nook today, we are reading Whispering Rooms by Genki Kawamura and Marie Kondo. This is an anthology of short stories, which let me tell you. The stories presented here were originally published as a series in Yomiuri Shimbun from October 2020 to April 2021 and were revised and supplemented for publication as a book. Miko's Tidying Tips is a revised version of an article published in the April 2022 edition of the magazine Casa Brutus. There you go. You get to see all the relevant information. So yeah, let's get into it. I don't know what this is about. Let's have a look. Miko is a professional tidier with a secret. When she enters a room, she is greeted by the voices of every object inside. Visiting her clients, she finds the whispering wardrobe filled with chatty clothes, the singing study full of talkative books, the bickering kitchen with its disgruntled drawers of cutlery and more. Each item, a book, a childhood toy, a jar of miso paste, evokes a new memory for its owner, and what starts as the simple task of tidying a room becomes something profound and life-affirming. With the help of her talking box, Hako, Miko helps people reconnect to themselves and their loved ones through the items that they find on the way. As they sort through their rooms, they discover what is truly important in their lives and what it takes to spark joy. That sounds interesting. Okay, so we have illustrations are by Yosuke Omomo, and this book is translated by Kathy Hirano. They are a prologue and epilogue, 7 stories, and Miko's tidying tips. And they have cute little illustrations all the way through, so, you know. Yeah. That's not nice. I don't like when that does that. You can see. Anyway, there's illustrations in there. Okay, cool. Let's get into it. So, see you soon. By the way, as if you haven't noticed, I'm wrapped in a duvet and I'm covered. It's kind of cold. We have a lull in the weather right now. It's going to be kind of a stormy day. We're just waiting for it to hit, the calm before the storm. So it's cold. We wrapped up, got the heater, got my coffee. Keeping my ears warm. So, let's get into it. Oh, and it's before 4 a.m. It's between 3 and 4 a.m. Because it's the best time. There's no noises, there's no distractions, there's no thingy. Of course, I'm going to be reading this book the whole day, so I'll be recording the whole day. So they'll be different. The distractions will come, but we'll cross those when we get there. Okay, so I finished the first story. It's really cute. It's easy to read, okay? I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna go quick. The thing is, it reads like children's story, okay? But the lessons is that the woman that Miko is helping, she learns that she needs to be age appropriate. She needs to let go of her lost youth. I struggle with that too. It's like I had to take care of sick parents, and 10 years of my life just disappeared. And then when I tried to get my old life back into my new life, it would never work because that was gone. So I understand now that woman felt, so yeah. So I'm assuming that Miko and the box is going to be the central theme, but each story is different about each kind of client she helped. So yeah, so now we are on to the singing study, and we are going to go to Kunio Midorikawa, age 60. Okay, so Mr. Midorikawa had books lining up everywhere. I think Mr. Midorikawa. Okay, no, not that bad. He had a whole room. Mine is not full yet. But of course, I do have too many. Also, can't get rid of books. However, there seems to be a reason for every little thing. So each story, in this one, Mr. Midorikawa had unfinished business, and by sorting his books, which took hours and hours, by the way, he realized that he was looking for one book in particular, which was from his father, and that he didn't have the chance to say goodbye and to thank him and that sort of thing. So, after half of his books have been put aside to the discard pile, and all the new stuff, the things that spark joy, is now back on the shelves. Mr. Midorikawa had a pleasant experience thinking of his father or whatever, so it gave him some closure. So little Mika is very clever. It's actually very clever. Tidying apparently is a thing. So you can learn all sorts of things about tidying about yourself, and you can come across things from a loved one that's lost or gone or whatever. So tidying is cathartic, apparently. So yeah, it's like I said, it's a very easy to read book. They read like children's stories. So it's not a children's story. It's not. But I'm just saying the way it's smooth, it's easy, it's uncomplicated, and it's just quick and easy. It reads like a story because the first one sounded, it just went that way. But now that I've got the gist of the writing, it's nice. Like I said, it's a translation. So kudos to these translators, by the way. They're really doing a good job in getting. I wouldn't be able to read the original Korean or Japanese or whatever, and the English makes sense. It's not like put it in Google Translate and then you get all those weird things. No, this is really well done. Same with Holy Boy, same with Snow Globe. I don't know how to say it. It's really well translated. Anyway, I'm going to go on to story number 3, or room 3, which is called The Bickering Kitchen. And we are going to meet Fumi Akai and Junpei Akai, aged 36 and 38, respectively. Okay, so so Mika has a rule, like you have to do your clothes, then your books, then etc, 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 etc. There's like a whole list. Okay, it's the whole thing. So each story gives us different things about it. So the pattern in the book seems to follow that same kind of routine thing. So they first did the clothes, then the books, and then they went to the kitchen. So in the third story, we meet a couple, and the wife is saying the husband's lazy and la 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 la. But what happens is that Mika makes them clean their own things, not clean, tidy. Keep the things that spark joy, get rid of the things, etc., etc., that don't, etc. So the two of them had to continue until the guy got his act together and considered, and he was listening all the time and watching, and so and so on and so forth. So it turns out that I don't even know what the moral of the story was, but he realized at some point that, he was more of a hoarder because you never know when we're going to need that. And if we throw it away now, we're going to end up buying it again when we need it anyway. So, but eventually, they got all that through. There's no moral per se, except that he was a hoarder. But anyway, it's so cool. I only have 7 minutes left. I don't know what's going on. I need to clear some more space. But we are on to room 4, which is the silent childhood bedroom. And we're going to meet Sayori Shimon, age 21. Let's go. Okay, so story 4 is about finding courage and also finding a backbone. So Sayori is moving off to college, and the mother's always told her or said, this will suit you, this will look good on you. She always bought her everything. So Sayori would just accept. And as she was starting, her mother came in, oh, why are you doing this? Why are you throwing that away? La 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 la. And then Sayori would just meekly undo what you did. But then going through the motions after Miko sent, please let her do her own thing. Please give her some space. She dug out a pair of red high-heel shoes that was inspired by the Wizard of Oz. So, she's going to wear them, whether they suit her or not, when she needs courage. So, I think that was pretty cute. This Whispering Rooms is really cute. It's a nice book. It's a nice read. It's going really quick. Yeah. I mean, I can understand all of these. This is the moral of the story. These are literally like children's stories with the moral in each one. Anyway, we are now on to room 5, the chatty little box. And we are going to meet Miko Tobuka, age 26. Oh, this is Miko's story. Okay, cool. So now we're going to see how she meets Hako, which is literally Japan. Hako is literally Japanese for box. Okay, we finished chapter 5 last, room 5, and this is Miko's story. How she started hearing the items speak to her, how her box became a friend, etc., etc., and she talks about a grandma witch. She just calls the grandmother that grandma witch. This, as I said again, it's a really cute story. I didn't know they make children's stories for adults like this, but it's cool. Anyway, we are now on to room 6, the Hoarder's Noisy Trash. And we are going to meet Michiya Kise, age 52. Yeah, so the neighbor's noisy trash. The guy is 52. Okay, so he's like a whole hoarder. Miko can barely get into his house by the front door. He has 12 cats. 12 of them. And he had no intention of cleaning up, but Miko helped him understand why he was like that. What happened was that he lost his wife. Not lost, she left him 10 or so years ago, and she took his son. So, of course, he couldn't throw any of his family stuff away. So his son's room was like that, and then things just kept on and on and on. And then he started consoling himself with shopping and online stuff, and just put it there, and he couldn't bear to throw it out, and la la la. But then as he was done, he gets okay, these are spoilers, but it's okay. And then he reconnects with his son, and Mika helps him because she said he doesn't know what to say after 10 years. You know? And she says, well, speak about things that you just found. And so on and so forth. It was actually a nice story. I do like that one. They're all nice stories, but the one with him reconnecting with his child after 10 years is... it's nice. Okay, now we're on to number 7, storytelling photo albums. Then we'll have an epilogo, and then we'll have Miko's tidying tips. Okay, bye. See you soon again. Yeah, and so with room 7, we meet Chio with like 60. Sorry, 1 second. I'll tell you now if I can find it. 83. Okay. And she's asked Mika to come and help sort it out, and they've done the house every week. So now they're in the last room, and it's photographs. And Chia then called her son and her daughter to come visit. And while they came, she said, well, it's a good idea to let's do this together. And then they hummed. But eventually they did it, and they sorted the photos. But while doing so, they go down memory lane. Each photo like sparks memory kind of thing, and if the one doesn't know, the other one will fill in the blanks. And that's how a family connects and retains the memories through other people. So that's the lesson in this one. And it's very, very cute, this last one, and that kind of touched me a little bit. I did enjoy that one. And then at the end you have Miko's tidying tips. And it's basically just reinforcing all of the things she's already told us through the story. And the process and the steps 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and which way to do it, like books, closed books, papers, miscellaneous items, and then sentimental items in that order specifically, and then the last order tells you why. So it kind of explains. It's actually a very nice book, a very nice story. Very, 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 very cute. I'm gonna give it 4 stars because I did enjoy it. It does read like a children's book. It's very easy to read. I would have been done with this sooner had I not had a video to record for this. Okay, so basically now I think I know the Marie Kondo, what do they call it? Process. The Marie Kondo process, what she does. I suppose I can Marie Kondo my life now. Thank you to Pan Macmillan, South Africa, for sending me a copy of this book. Have you read this book? Have you seen this book around? Is it on your radar? What did you think of it? Let me know down in the comments below, but mine is kind of spoilery, so it's okay. I won't say keep it non-spoilery, but try to anyway, because I wasn't that spoilery. Well, I was. I did tell you the whole story. That's okay. So that's that. And it's very cold, very windy, very rainy, very wet outside on this Sunday. I need milk. I need to go to the shop. I can't do it. I can't do it. Just FYI, just because I want to know, when you're watching this video, what is the weather where you're at this point in time? Let me know down in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please hit that like button, which helps out this channel a lot. Also consider subscribing while you're at it, and click the notification bell to inform you when I upload a new video. That's it from me. Thank you so much for visiting me in my reading nook again. See you next time. Bye.